Ty, the run defense was pretty dang good again on Saturday. Just what are your thoughts on how that unit did, and I guess looking forward to another team that's going to try to run it pretty good next week.
Yeah, I'm proud of the defense and the way we played on Saturday. I mean, we knew going into it that number 9 was the top leading rusher in the nation, so we knew that if we could stop him, we'd stop their offense pretty good, and so we did that. I think we held them to around 50 yards or so the whole game, and then second half we held them to 15 yards total. So that's really good in our book, but it wasn't good enough to get us a win. So we'll just have to come back this week and really focus on the little key details again.
How important is it that you guys stack performances now and put another performance out like last week?
It's huge. I mean, the more we stack, the more confidence we're going to build. I think it's going to start flowing over to the whole team to kind of that mentality that we got, our little swagger we got to ourselves as we start to stack, saying like, look, we can do it. You guys can too. You just got to hop on the train with us a little bit. So
when you watch back the film from the weekend, did you come away feeling more encouraged, less encouraged, maybe from what you felt coming off the game immediately?
Yeah, whenever I watch film, I'm really hard on myself. I'm probably my hardest critic. I mean, I notice the little things that most people don't. You know, I got all my family saying you played great when I know that it was kind of an performance, right? So getting into it, we went over the film this morning, and I feel like there was a lot more good plays and fix-it plays going over the film with Coach T, which was a good thing. But like I said, get back to it this week. That game's over with, and we're moving on.
What are some of those little things you're talking about?
For me personally, I mean, I'm really starting to work on my get off. I'm trying to beat every person off the ball before they can even get their hands on me. Quicker hands, just be more violent, more aggressive, be more chaotic, cause more disruption. And then obviously my pass rush, it's been a big focus for me. It still is, and it still needs to get worked on and get better.
You guys will be home for 4 of the next 5 games. I mean, how important is it that you find some momentum in this stretch? We're going to be in Memorial Stadium quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to have our fans. I mean, wherever we go, we're still going to have a pretty big crowd following us to every game. But, I mean, being at home, being in Memorial Stadiums, a lot more fun. I mean, you get to play in front of your fans from people that come all across the state that get to come watch one game. So I really feel like it brings the energy that lacks sometimes.
A couple of your previous teammates were talking about Jared Nelson and just how well he's playing. What does he just bring? I mean, just not only the plays he makes, but sort of his attitude, all that stuff combined.
Yeah, he's a dude. Gino, he's a dude. I love playing with him. I mean, when we're out there, we have a great time. We're talking back and forth, communicating. We're both on the same level, really locked in together. And then the plays he's just making, I mean, are huge. He's helped us out a lot. He's been making really big plays and really big stops as well. So I'm really proud of him and what he's done and accomplished so far.
When you have back-to-back weeks where you play pretty well as a unit, and it's against 2 very different style offenses, Oklahoma and Michigan State, how much confidence does that give you in terms of the next plan for the next team, even though they might not look exactly like what you've seen before?
Like I said before, it's a nameless, faceless opponent, whoever's going to be in front of us. Our defense has got the same mentality. We're going to go out there and we're going to get your money's worth, right? So whoever's going to be, if it's Alabama in front of us or if it's somebody else, we're still going to play the same way. We're not scared. We're going to do the same thing that we've been doing.
Ty, JoJo was talking about how collectively as a team, you guys have to focus on how that was a team loss. It wasn't because of one thing. It wasn't because of one unit. It wasn't because of special teams. How do you guys as a defense, kind of grapple with that and knowing that you played as well as you did in the second half especially?
Yeah, we're all a team. I mean, there's no individuals on our team. If one person does good, we all do good. Sometimes it doesn't fall the way you want it to, but you pick those guys up and you try to bring them alongside of you for the next week so you guys can show the true potential that we have. I mean, we're so close, and I'm really tired of hearing that we're so close because, I mean, we can do it. We can get it done. I mean, in my opinion, we should be a 5-0 team right now. But it's just the little things that matter that aren't really being focused on by the guys. So I think we're going to really start honing in on that and getting that done.
Is that easier said than done, not to look at a specific area when you can kind of see who's struggling and who's not?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you've got to hold dudes accountable in practice and when they play. I mean, in the game, too, if they're not getting the job done, then they're letting not just themselves down and not they're just a group down, but they're letting everyone down because, I mean, we're all trying to win a game no matter what. So
Talk about fixing mistakes. How easy is that to do kind of midstream, middle of the season? You got class and maybe, it's physically the fatigue's there a little bit. How easy is it or difficult to fix some of that stuff?
I mean, it's pretty difficult. I mean, I'm going through it right now. I mean, I'm in class. I'm in a couple classes right now that really take my time away from football, but you kind of learn to balance it back and forth. Usually I don't leave the stadium on the weekdays. The only time I get to go home is at the end of the night or on the weekend. So that's the type of commitment I have to it. I don't know about other guys, but I see it a lot more from dudes that are staying here, getting that extra work, going up, watching film, getting treatment if they need to get it, whatever it is.
Anything else, Ty?